Hey, this is Blackbuster D, Sports Report. I had three stories in sports involving money, sex, and murder. First story, very popular story, Colin Kaepernick, who finally settled his case with the NFL. They say we got 60 to 80 million dollars. I'm happy for him. Some people say he sold out because he took the money. He did the right thing. He lost money, but not been in the league for 3 years. So I'm happy for him receiving his money, that he took a stand that other players didn't take. He didn't get too much support, but other players in the league. I'm kind of mixed about my feelings about the NFL. I said I was going to protest. I did for a minute. I have to admit, I watched some football, not a lot like I used to. But other than that, I'm still happy that Colin won his case, and maybe the NFL will finally come to their senses and do the right thing when it comes to that, hopefully. This other story is a popular story involving Robert Kraft of the New England Patriots, who just won the championship. They caught him out here in Florida trying to solicit prostitution. They stopped him with a misdemeanor, and we're going to see how Roger Goodell, his friend, who is the commissioner of the league, is going to treat this. Because Roger Goodell have no problem punishing players, even though they might not have arrest record. Kareem Hunt, who had a incident in I won't say incident, but a situation in the hotel room. He was never charged. He wasn't arrested. He was just questioned by police. Robert Kraft was charged with a misdemeanor. So we'll see how Goodell handle his best friend uh, being charged, and if he give him a suspension or fine or threaten to take away his franchise. They say that this might not be his first incident, so we'll see how Goodell handle his friend. Our third story I wanted to cover, I just didn't get a chance, was a player who was a former Seahawks player, T.J. Cunningham, who was shot and killed in Seattle. Oh, in Colorado, excuse me. He was a former Seattle Seahawk, and he was killed by a neighbor a few weeks ago over the parking dispute. And that was real sad. He died in a hospital. They got into a scuffle. The neighbor pulled out a gun and tried to shoot him, or shot him. And he wanted to fight the guy, but the guy pulled out a gun, and that's kind of sad. He was only 46 years old. So there you have it. Three stories. But unfortunately, happen a lot in sports, outside of sports. And this has been your weekly review of sports, real life sports stories that happen outside of the game. And I'm Blackbuster D, and you take care. Peace.